When I was very young, I used to ask my parents where and how I came from. My mom would tell me that I was picked up from a trash bin by them, and the naive I had believed what they said until I was sent to the Sunday school. I was told that every human, including me, are the creations of Almighty God. What? Creation of God? Was God who created me and threw me into the trash bin, and so my parents picked up the rubbish which was me? This was so dramatic and yet pitiful. But soon I get to know that it was my great mom who gave birth to me and my siblings. But how could this be happen? This is my parents' love story. My dad's family and my mom's uncle used to be good neighbors. When the uncle heard that my dad was still unmarried, he introduced my mom to my dad immediately. My dad and my mom started to go out for datings, and few months later they got married. The end. Oh wait, later on my mom gave birth to my elder sister, my brother, and then my second elder sister, and lastly me. Oh yeah, it's me, Charles. I was born in 16th of June in 1995 in Cebu General Hospital, and as what I mentioned before, I was the youngest among 4 kids. While I was still in my mom's tummy, my family was moving to a new house where I had spent my first 18 years there before leaving my hometown. As my family is a double income family, my mom was a bank officer and my dad also had his own job. I was left in the care of my nanny until I was 5. She had a nickname called Mumu, which means an old lady in my dialect. Although she was old, her passion towards taking care of kids didn't disappear. Without her, I guess, my parents would be stressed out of handling all of the 4 naughty kids, and we might not be able to grow up so well. I like to go to school, but it doesn't mean that I like to do school homework. To me, school is a place that I can meet different kind of friends. School is a meeting place with my friends and buddies. I like holidays too, but long school break is just like a jail to me, as I couldn't see my friends every day. I think this was also the reason I didn't cry on the first day of my primary school. I went to SJKC Methodist Cebu for 6 years of primary education. Studying at this school wasn't my own choice, but my mom chose for me, as my school and her office were just in 5 minutes walking distance. If anything happened to me in the school, it could be easier for my mom to look after me while she is working. My 5 years of secondary education was in SMK Methodist Cebu of Cluster School. As there were many students in our school, and there was lacking of classroom, school schedule was divided into morning session and afternoon sessions. 2 years in the afternoon session and 3 years in the morning session have made my secondary school life more interesting. Studies were not the only thing I did in my school time, but I was also very active in Scouts. I was a Scout since 13, and honestly, at first, I wasn't willing to join any of the uniform clubs. However, somehow in the second year, I found my passion in Scouting, and this had made me to stay in the Scout until I was graduated from the secondary school. For me, Scouting was certainly important after my studies. Without Scout, I think my whole 5-year school life would be colorless and very boring. Things that an ordinary student might have no chances to experience in his whole life. I had tried some while I was a Scout. Camping in the school, which was surrounded by graveyards. Traditional style cooking by using bamboos. Gadgets and towers building by using woods and logs. Playing in the muddy field with Scout members. Treasure hunting in the haunted school. Cooking competition, knotting competition, commander training, marching competition, first aid learning program, wood tent building, and etc. In the 4th year, I was elected to be the secretary of the Scout Uniform Club. I have no idea of what kind of responsibility a secretary should be carrying, as I had never ever carried any responsibilities before. However, by this chance, I was able to learn to be responsible as a secretary and get to know the structure of this organization. As usual, after graduating from the secondary school, I applied for any scholarship that I was qualified for. Fortunately, I was offered 2 scholarships and this meant facing difficulties in choosing one out of the 2 scholarships. But anyways, as I always have a dream that I want to leave my hometown and go around the world, I accepted the engineering scholarship, which I could learn a new language that is Korean and end up studying abroad in Korea. And now, I'm studying chemical and biomolecular engineering in Yonsei University. I don't have any future plan, but I know that I won't be staying in Korea after graduating, and I won't be working in the engineering field even though I am majoring in chemical and biomolecular engineering. It's because, honestly to say that, majoring in engineering is one of the scholarship requirements but not my own decision. I believe that God has His own plan for me and I will wait patiently and faithfully for Him to arrange everything for me. And actually, I also have a dream that I want to become a CEO in business because I want to earn a lot of money for my parents to spend. Well, this is my life so far.